Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Transwest Truck Trailer RV. We are located in Frederick, Colorado. My name is Larry Vickers. As we get started today, I did want to talk about the inventory that we currently have on our lot. September ended up being a great month for us, but we still have a few 2023s left. In addition to that, there's some 24s that are exactly like the 23s. And finally, there are some 2024 plus models, and those simply are the Summit hauler conversion that has the Daimler safety package included and a couple of other upgrades. But with that being said, there is a substantial price difference between the 23s and the 24 pluses. Now on the 2023s, the warranties don't start until the day you purchase them, so they still have full warranty left. So this is a 2023 Freightliner M2 106. The conversion is Summit hauler. And with that being said, we're also going to talk about the advantages that Freightliner has, not only over pickup trucks, but other mid-sized trucks on the road as well, and just basically prove to you that this is the safest and most comfortable towing vehicle on the market today. So as we look at it from the side, we see that it comes with two storage compartments. There is a smaller one in back, in addition to a larger one up front. You'll notice it's Dimond Plated, and it comes with a connection for an air hose. Now that air hose has a few uses to it. Not only can you monitor your tire pressure, but you can put a different chuck on it and blow the inside of the truck out just to help maintain and keep it clean. Under here is a trickle charger. So if you wanted to leave lights on at night, things of that nature, you can get close to a 110 outlet and simply plug that in. That assists the batteries in maintaining power. Under here is one of two 50-gallon fuel tanks. The other one is on the opposite side. As the truck is sitting in rest as it is now, it balances itself out. However, when you go to fuel up your truck, you're going to want to do that independently. Beside that is a 6-gallon def tank. This is the block heater. And we're starting to get into that time of year where people are going to start to want to plug that truck in at night. Right there is where you do that. A safety advantage this truck has over Peterbilt and Kenworth, in addition to the pickup trucks, is visibility. And part of that is located right here. See how narrow this is? And it comes down and gradually gets a little bit wider. And see how high it is up there and continues all the way down here. Well, you compare that to the other mid-size ones on the market that are just wide from there all the way down. Some of those, it's like sitting in an airplane trying to look out of them. But where it's structured like this, in addition from the side, we can see how the windshield wraps around, makes visibility very, very good. As we come around and take a look at it from the front, tow hooks located directly in the center. The bumper is broken into 3 sections. So if we are in an accident, we can simply replace that section without having to do the entire bumper. We come on up and find an aftermarket grille with the Summit hauler badge located right in the middle. The hood is made of compressed fiberglass. It is extremely tough. We had a hailstorm come through over a year ago that demolished the pickups. By taking a look at the hood of the Freightliners, you really couldn't tell anything had happened. Above that, as we take a look at the windshield from the front, that coupled with the things that we previously talked about makes visibility simply outstanding. And finally, as we go on up, a row of orange lights to assist the truck in lighting itself up. Under the hood, that's the Cummins 8.9 liter engine. It is coupled with the Allison 3200 TRV transmission. This offers 360 horsepower and roughly 1,150 foot-pounds of torque. So let's talk about a couple of things while we're underneath the hood. If we compare this to pickups, they're putting a whole lot of horsepower in those pickups, but at the end of the day, they're still pickups. So compare the size of the Power Stroke 6.7 to this. This is substantially larger. You're going to get more durability, more longevity out of this truck. If we compare them economically, it's not uncommon at all to see $100,000 pickups. Well, the lifetime of that's going to be 250 to 300,000 miles. Compared to this truck is designed to go 750,000 miles. So you pay a little bit more up front, but in the long run, this truck makes more economic sense. Now we see how things are color coordinated. Where we leave red, that's for the Freightliner text to look at. But where we see yellow, such as here, and directly across, those are things we can check in pre-trip inspections. Now, if we do leave lights on, something happens, and we come out and the batteries are dead, we can actually jump start the vehicle right there. This truck is stock number 5N230592. As we take a look at the tires, it comes with Michelin 255/80 R22.5. One of several advantages the Summit Hauler conversion offers is right here. Those are tire balancers. So those come with BBs and a little bit of hydraulic oil. So as you pick up speed and gain more momentum, that balances the entire rotating mass. Consequently, things are safer if everything is balanced. It makes for a more comfortable ride. And in addition, it will extend tire life up to 40%. Both the driver and passenger seat are air ride. Those adjustments can be made right here. This is for the lumbar system, so that lets air in and out of the back of the seat. They can be heated as well, either high or low. Beneath the steering wheel, we find a small pedal. That is to adjust the steering wheel while sitting in the driver's seat. Finally, it comes with a kill switch. With as much voltage as going through the truck, it's a good practice to get it into to shut that off. Whoever buys this truck, chances are they're not going to use it as a daily driver. It may be a month, two, in between trips. So by shutting that kill switch off, it will prolong the life of the batteries. The back seat will make down into a bed by pushing a button. Now I have checked with the DOT, this does qualify as a bed. So that's a nice feature to have. If you're making those long journeys, simply make that down into a bed, jump back there and sleep for a couple of hours, and you're good to go again. Now, let's focus on the bed of the truck. 4-inch rails running along each side. A big advantage Freightliner has, particularly over pickups, is the braking system. So let's talk about brakes here for just a minute. This is air brakes. Well, compare that to hydraulic. If there is a small leak in each, on a hydraulic line, that fluid is just going to continue to leak out until you get the line replaced and additional fluid put in. Air brakes, we have an unlimited supply of air, so we can keep replenishing that until we get a chance to get that fixed. An advantage that the Summit Hauler has is we put an additional 700 to 800 pounds over that rear axle. So that helps in terms of a safety advantage because you're not crow hopping as you're going down the road. In addition, if you hit rain, will prevent hydroplaning, and it helps with traction if you find yourself in a muddy situation as well. The backup camera is located right there. As we come on down, we see there's 2 holes already pre-drilled. If you are in need of additional storage, I can have a larger storage box ordered and either shipped directly to your location, or with enough notice, I can have it ready for you at time of delivery. As we come on back, we see how a trough is cut out of the bed of the truck. That is because we've had multiple trade-ins with this all beat up back here. So by cutting the trough out, eliminates that. We see it comes with a gooseneck ball already. With that being said, a high percentage of my customers purchase the Hensley hitch. Now that is a hitch that is on airbags, basically turning it into air suspension. So that will accomplish a couple of things. One, it'll make for a smoother ride. You're not gonna feel every pothole as you're going down the road. Plus, it will actually prolong the life of the trailer. Here is where we hook up the lights. This is for the Voyager system. That's the same system that the backup camera uses. So if you are in need of more cameras, you simply hook them up right there. And as we come on down, we see the hitch for a bumper pull trailer. As we come around and admire the truck from this side, the factory warranty from Freightliner is 2 years, unlimited miles. The transmission is actually 5 years, unlimited miles, and the conversion itself is 3 years, 36,000 miles. If you are a finance customer, we do have several options to go through, especially if you're buying one for your business. We'd be happy to take care of you in terms of financing the truck as well. As we take a look at the passenger seat, pretty much identical to the driver's seat with the same adjustments. It too is air ride. In addition to that, the cab air filters are located right under here. As we take a look from the ground, just shows you how much room and space is available. So when you compare that to pickups, there really is no contest. It's not even close. So that, coupled with the fact that the Summit Hauler conversion has the softest, most comfortable seats on the market today, really makes those journeys feel like nothing. Now let's crawl on in and take a closer look. As we take a look directly in front, that simply confirms what we were talking about on the outside. Because the windshield is so large and you can see along the sides of it as well, that in addition to the fact that we are already above traffic, we're able to see not only what's coming on in front of us, but along the sides as well. The backup camera is located up here. If you are traveling and not towing, it might be a good thing just to leave that on, because you'll actually have 360-degree visibility when you're in your travels. Air horn located right over here. As we come on down, you can see it comes with 2 air pressure gauges. The one on top is strictly brakes. The one beneath that assists with the brakes, but helps monitor everything else. For example, the air in the cab, it monitors that as well. This is the engine brake. So this is a big one. This is a big advantage over pickups. Pickups have an exhaust brake. This is a true engine brake. So when you turn that to high and you're towing a heavy load and you're coming down a sharp decline, the Rocky Mountains would be an example. In this case, you actually have 360 horses coming back directly at you. Consequently, it slows everything down and therefore makes things safer for everyone on the road. Automatic transmission, right now we're in neutral with the brake on. When we're ready to start, release the brake, R for reverse, D for drive, and we're on our way. Pressing the mode button basically turns it into a manual transmission, and you can use the arrows to shift gears. Those arrows also have another purpose. If we press them both at the same time, if we look here, it'll tell us what's going on underneath the hood. Oil life 99%, all of our filters are good, transmission looks good, and there are no codes. Cruise control located here. Traction control, this locks the differential. Another important one is right here. That is the dump valve. So by pressing that, lets all the air out of the bed of the truck. You would use that when hooking up your trailer. Release the air, utilize our backup camera right above us, makes hooking up our trailer very simple. Rear air conditioning located right here. So that blows cold and hot air into the back of the cab. Red arc trailer brake adjuster located right here. This dial is for the stereo. In addition, this is climate control here. It comes with this Stinger stereo. Cup holders here, and as we open up the console, we see more than adequate storage room located on the inside. So as we review, this is a 2023 Freightliner M2 106 with the Summit hauler conversion. If you have any questions, please reach out to me at 303-684-3404. You can email me at larry.vickers@transwest.com, or for more information, simply click on the link below. Thanks for tuning in today.